Hello, hello, you talented stars and starlets. It's your stage mom here, Chantele Francis. And if this is your first time on my channel, then welcome. Make sure you subscribe right down below. So this channel is all about ways to level up in your entertainment careers. If you're an artist, performer, or creative, there's definitely going to be a message in here for you. And anyone that stumbles onto this channel, I'm an artist, and so I want to help other artists too. But I'm going to help you as well, don't worry. So today is Motivation Monday, and of course I wanted to find some new ways to motivate you to create your great works, your great masterpieces, all those things that you're putting off, putting to the side, saving for tomorrow. Well, today I'm giving you some tips. So I have 10 motivation tips just to help you get stuff done. The first one is, it's called creating a streak. And so you can do it by getting a chalkboard or a whiteboard, creating a calendar, and just putting an X every day that you complete your challenge. And if you skip a day, that's okay, but maybe making it a habit that you do never skip 2 days in a row. Obviously, you want to keep the streak as long as you can, but we don't want you to negatively punish yourself. So beat yourself up if for whatever reason you're unable to complete your task on that particular day. So you just skip that one day, but make it a rule and a habit that if I skip a day, I will never skip 2 days and continue on. But what ends up happening is that it becomes motivating to just see the streak. There's an app, I think it's called Streaks actually, where it'll put a red X on the calendar every single day that you complete the task. And it just doesn't look right when you have a little space where there's no X. And so you want to keep the streak going. Steven Spielberg uses this when he is creating. So you know that it's a very effective if, we got major screenplay writers and directors that are using these streaks to create their masterpieces. So that would be the first one. So yeah, you can find an app. There's definitely one called Streaks. I'm sure there's different like accountability task reminders, or you'll be able to find definitely many apps that you can look at. And then obviously if you have a whiteboard or a chalkboard, you can make your own little calendar and do an X every day. Just remember, don't be kind to yourself. Don't beat yourself up if you miss a day. It happens. Just try to do better, and just maybe make a promise to yourself that you will never miss 2 days in a row. So getting that into a habit after 21 days, you probably will be more inclined to continue with the streak, because it just becomes part of your habit. It's something that you do every day, and you will feel like a part of you is missing if you don't complete it. And that visual representation of like keeping that streak going, so good. Number two is it's kind of like using a vision board, but instead it's putting reminders around you, like your home. So it could be on your mirror in your bathroom. You have a reminder of your goal. Maybe a photo of, if it's a goal weight that you're trying to get to, maybe a picture of yourself, or at a weight that you want, or a number, or anything that's going to remind you about your goal. So it'll remind you to go and do whatever task that you want to complete and want to follow through with. Definitely having this as a reminder, it just will keep it going in your head, so you won't forget and miss a day. You'll be like, oh, I have to do that now, and you'll start to factor it into your day. So posting reminders around, maybe even having a reminder on your phone, like remember to work out, remember to XYZ, remember to XYZ, and you will again start developing a habit, and you won't necessarily need the reminders anymore, but you can still keep them up there just because, any help you can get is great. Number three, get an accountability buddy or a coach. So somebody that is on your side, wants to see you succeed, and they might want to be doing this with you. So if it's a buddy, they might be on the same goal have the same goal as you, or a similar like-minded goal as you, or a coach that's just there to help you be accountable, for you to be able to check in with and tell them how you feel and what's been going on, and maybe any struggles that you have with completing this goal. So having someone that is going to be holding the space for you to succeed. And we tend to more easily give up on ourselves than somebody else. So if somebody knows that you are doing something and holding you accountable for it, it tends to kind of sway you into wanting to complete this just for the other person. So having that accountability partner or coach sometimes will help you stay motivated in completing whatever task that you've decided to do. Number 4, so if you have like a really grandiose goal, so if it's like lose 100 pounds, like obviously you're not going to lose 100 pounds tomorrow. Or if it's like I want to run 10 miles, you're not going to start, I'm going to run 10 miles on the first day. No, start in small increments. I've talked about small increments in the past, but like you want to build up your stamina and start with something that's not that difficult to do so that it's not seemingly as daunting. So, you know, it may not seem that effective, like, so like, oh, I'm only gonna run, I don't know, a kilometer. You're like, oh, but I really want to be able to run a mile. Well, it's like, well, let's just start with the kilometer. If the kilometer is super easy, then the next day, 1.5 kilometers, and the next day, 2 kilometers, or however you build up in increments that would be suitable for you. But start with something that is easy for you to accomplish in the direction of your goal, so it doesn't seem daunting and difficult to do. You could do this with anything. Like if you're writing a screenplay, man, like the idea of sitting down and like writing that great screenplay in one sitting, like it's so daunting that you're just like, I don't think that I can commit to doing that. And you'll put it off, put it off, put it off, put it off. But if you make the decision that every day I'm going to create a streak that I am going to sit down and write for 1 minute, 1 minute. You can write for 1 minute every single day. And then maybe when that gets really easy, you can write for 2 minutes, and then 5 minutes, and then 10 minutes, and then maybe it's an hour. But starting with something that's so achievable that there's no reason why you can't do it is the way to go to start building your stamina to creating, to completing your task, to completing your end goal. The next one is you can also join groups. So it's kind of like an accountability partner, but it's having an accountability group or like-minded people that are working towards the same or similar goals as you. So you're able to share any challenges that you may have. You may hear of other people's challenges, and knowing that you're not alone and that resistance comes up with everybody will also keep you motivated, and you'll want to do better because there's other people that are in the same boat as you. There's other people that can commiserate with you if you're having a lot of struggles. And it's really motivating also to see people that are in a similar situation as you are that have achieved their goals, or they're still working towards them and they're seeing some success. So having an online group or a meetup or just a group of like-minded people coming together to discuss and keep each other motivated is a great way to go. Number 7, I kind of mentioned this before, but be kind to yourself. Not wanting to fail or do poorly because you are going to beat yourself up. Like I would suggest maybe not doing that. Think about yourself as like a child learning how to walk. You're never going to be angry or mean or reprimand or say no to a little baby that is trying to learn how to walk. And so whatever this task is that you're trying to complete, think of it as you as a little baby trying to learn how to walk. So how much kindness and how much encouragement and how much love would you be giving to this child? Give that same amount of love and patience for you. You would never ever reprimand and get mad at a child that stumbles on its first 3 tries at standing. So be kind. Treat yourself as like a little newborn baby. Just be nice to yourself, please. So number 8 is this is probably how you want to start before you start a task, is to write down your reasons why. Why do you want to have this end result? Why do you want to complete this task? Why do you want to achieve this goal? What is it about that is the drive for you to be doing this? It's sometimes recognizing your why, it will be enough motivation for you to get there. You notice in big epic movies, you see the driving factor for these main characters is their strong reason why they need to accomplish a goal. They need to do it for their family. They need to do it for, their creative genius needs to be expressed. They need it for recognition. Whatever it is, the need, the reason why, getting really clear as to why you would like to accomplish this goal is going to be very important in keeping you motivated, because you can always look back and be like, okay, yes, that's why I'm doing this. That's why I want to do this. Like it will refuel you at times when you may have some doubts or may want to give up. It'll revitalize your spirit because you know why you're doing it. There's a reason. There's some honor. Number 9 is, I love visualizing your goal every day. So your end goal. It's kind of like with having the stickers or pictures around the home, is seeing, the end goal. So in the mornings, usually if you want to start off with just picturing like, okay, this is what I want to accomplish today, and this is what it's for this end goal, and have just like a picture of like what it will feel like to have accomplished the goal for today and the end goal, and just like know what it feels like. So if it's like to run that mile, like know what it feels like to run that mile, and then also know what it feels like to run your quarter mile, or what it feels like to run a kilometer, whatever. Just get into the habit of visualizing yourself completing each task that you have to do. And lastly, you could do something like have a public ask. So if you're on Facebook, if you have your own groups, if you have a blog or a YouTube channel, you could maybe gather people together to go on a mission with you. A few years ago, I was doing 100 days of gratitude. So every day I would post something that I was grateful for every single day. And I had people that were joining me, and like they would comment on my post about the things that they're grateful for. And we just started a huge, big gratitude chain. So getting people involved will help you feel motivated to step up and complete this goal, because people, not that they're counting on you, but they're just expecting you to do it. So with expectation comes a result. And because someone is expecting you to post, you will post. Or someone expects you to do this, you will do this. That's a great way to keep yourself motivated. And if it's something amazingly and positive, getting other people to work through any blocks that they're having from completing a particular goal, you might inspire them to do this with you. And they also will be completing something that for their why could be really something really positive for their life. So it could be a big chain of effect of amazingness. So that's all I got for you today for Motivation Monday. Got your 10 motivation tips. Let me know how they go, if which one works, which one don't, if there's any that you want to add, because there's still some other ways that you can get motivated. I just thought I'd give you 10. 10's enough for today. But yeah, that's all I got. So make sure you press that like button, hit that bell so you can get notified daily for my videos. And as always, I will see you in the spotlight. Take care.